All right, we're live, buddy.
Oh, damn. Hello, everybody. My name is Connor, a.k.a. Oh, can't do that hard. It's the throat thing. Kayfabe, and welcome to a very bizarre, intriguing, weird, and slightly homophobic episode of the Post-Raw Rundown here on Chase's channel. Chase Oliver 68 has been kind and gracious enough to let us in our presence and let us here on his channel, because mine was fucking up for some unknown reason. But that's another whole other story. So tonight
around the point.
We've got a loaded post-Raw rundown here with the entire crew, all five of us here. And again, I want to thank Dr. Chase,
Yes.
for allowing us his hospital bed here on his channel while Post-Raw Rundown recovers for 1 week. But trust me, we'll be back on my channel next week, provided Google Hangouts doesn't want to be a bitch the whole time. Anyway, a couple quick things before I go one quick thing I want to mention before we go into this whole post-Raw rundown. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to Chase's channel, why the hell have you not already? Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and do what it is you do. And, of course, make sure to check out myself and all the other various cohorts around here on the post-Raw rundown. Another thing I wanted to mention real quick before we start talking about Raw is one thing I did want to retract from a previous video that I did previously, and that was, of course, my Sting video. Apparently, the rumor has gone out that Sting was going to retire. Apparently, that has been withdrawn because Sting himself said he is not retired, and just wanted to clear it out and said, "Hey, I was wrong." And
You fucked up.
I was wrong too. I was wrong too.
Hey, I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. Got the wrong sources, but you know what? I'm glad I was wrong. I'm very happy for that. Any case, real fast let's get this ball rolling because we have a lot to talk about. We're running really, really fucking behind. Let's go through the line. First and foremost, Mr. Heel Steven.
Buongiorno, arrivederci, konnichiwa.
You are not Italian anyway.
Buenas noches, señores y señores, damas y caballeros.
God damn, you are not Italian in any way, shape, or form. I have with me my unofficial co-host of the Post-Raw Rundown, one half of the British Fist, Mr. NJ.
Well, there's two things I want to say first. Number one, do you think the WWE are going to do what they did with Daniel Bryan but with Sting and not clear him to wrestle for them?
Probably not.
I just thought they'd give the Daniel Bryan treatment due to his state of injury.
Never say never, but good.
And number two is my announcement. This week, guys, there will be a video explaining what the announcement is. So keep your eyes out for the video.
You're such a dick. You're such a dick.
And number three.
What's up?
You said two originally, and then you added a third one in there. Anyway, and of course we have here, back from the land of the dead, we have Matt from In the Rope Show.
This is Matt from In the Rope Show! Of course, I have some beer. I'm here. We're all not queer. And we're ready to talk about Monday Night Raw.
And, of course, how can I, not forget and thank once again our good Dr. Chase for hosting tonight's episode.
Yeah, so for all you guys that wonder, if you guys want to know my thoughts on Raw, this is what we normally do every Monday night. We go on Okayfabe's channel. This is a show originally on the Okayfabe channel. Don't think I'm bringing back the Raw reviews. If you want to hear Raw review thoughts from me, go to the Okayfabe channel. This is being hosted by Okayfabe. So, yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy. So, Connor, lead us away. He's the host, not me. It's just on my channel.
Cool. We do this every single Monday Night Live after Monday Night Raw, so make sure you head over to my channel, check out all the other fun stuff we've had, because trust me, it has been a blast with these guys. All right, let's talk about Raw. We got a lot of things we got to cover. We got a lot of things we got to talk about. The first thing that kicked off Raw this evening was, of course, the confrontation between Roman Reigns and Stephanie McMahon. And I'm probably going to also touch base a little bit in regards to basically the confrontation that they had later on with Triple H and Stephanie's car. Apparently Triple H doesn't know not to lock his doors when shit like this goes down. Essentially, Stephanie just cutting a promo, Roman cutting her off. He's the authority now. And then as Stephanie fears for her life, calls Triple H to take her away, only for Roman to stop him in the middle of the ramp exiting the arena, and then subsequently taking him out of the car. Again, I don't know why the hell he didn't lock the door. I just really don't have anything really positive to say about this build. Dr. Chase, I don't, what do you think about all this? I really don't know what the hell to think about this.
I don't know what to think about this either. Like, really, to be honest, this is like a little bit too late to make Roman Reigns into the badass we know and love. You know, like we want Roman Reigns to be a badass, but WWE doesn't want to give us that. They want to just kind of like pussyfoot with him, and they finally do an episode. They get it on the microphone, short and sweet to the point. They have him do a badass scene by beating up Triple H in his car, but it's a little bit too late to hype up this Mania matchup. So that's all I really got to say. It didn't really get me hyped up for the Mania match because I'm already hyped up for the Roman Reigns match as it is. It's just that the Roman Reigns and Triple H match, it's just like I would like more story, more giving a fuck, you know, besides that I like these two dudes. Like, there gotta be more reason than just like, oh, I like this guy, why I should be interested in this match. And they're just not giving it to us.
Amen to that. Matt, you look like you have something very profound on your mind.
When I see this match, it actually reminds me of WrestleMania 25. You had the main event, which was Randy Orton versus Triple H. Now, with that match, with the build-up to that main event, you had so much animosity and physicality between Randy Orton and Triple H, but when the match actually happened, it was a bit of a disappointment. Not to mention, for a build-up of that magnitude, it was just a normal singles match, and it didn't have a gimmick attached to it. It wasn't a no DQ, wasn't a no holds barred, which is the same thing. It was just a regular singles match. And I feel like with this main event, with what they're trying to put on right now with the build, with all the physicality and the aggression and the animosity, I feel like there should be a gimmick attached to it. At least a no DQ with this. Because, you know, they've gone all out right now. They've made each other bleed. They've, you know, broken Roman Reigns' nose on Raw, yet they're going to have a fucking singles match, just a regular match, as the main event? That seems a little odd to me. And the build-up itself, like you're saying, is kind of ridiculous because I agree, Chase. Like, I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns in any way, shape, or form. I don't like him. But starting him out on Monday Night Raw, coming out, cutting a short, sweet promo was good. But honestly, it is a little too late, and I don't know if they're going to be able to salvage this main event from the crowd, who's probably going to eat it alive. They really will. Like, I don't see any positives coming from this at this point.
NJ, do you think Triple H needs to fire his driver?
I do think there's something missing, more Triple H's end than Reigns. I think the way they're booking Reigns, like I've said before, the WWE are going to continue to try and make us give up about Reigns. So this was just them trying to make us care about him more as he's about to go up against Triple H. Triple H doesn't really seem like the Triple H that we want to see at Mania. He did for 1 week and a few promos, but nothing really now, which is a big disappointment because for months I've been saying, why are they teasing this match and not giving it to us? And finally we're getting it, and I'm thinking, right, I want to see the match, but I don't feel they're giving the final build-up justice, even though it's been built up for flipping months on end.
Steven, do you think Cockfist deserves a little bit more love and attention?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. Every time he goes, they boo him and shit. They keep booing him and booing him and booing him, and that's not gonna change. It's not gonna change at WrestleMania when we're there, you know. Especially when you have, you know, the rabid fans from all over the world. They're gonna eat him fucking. They're gonna eat him fucking alive. However, at the same time, I do agree. You know, this match should. It would benefit more if it has stipulation. Now, I'm not saying First Blood. I'm not saying bring back the Hell in a Cell again. No. Like,
yeah, we got it over here. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's bring it down. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's just have the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view again.
Didn't they do that for like King of the Ring 99 or something, or 98? But they had also, I don't know, because when they did. But that's around the point. I don't know, like, honestly, either way, they're going to keep booing Roman. That's just a message here. And just keep this in mind. They were in Philadelphia tonight. They were in Philadelphia, the same building where he got booed out of the Royal Rumble when he won. The same building, by some miracle, he got cheered when he won the title, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now here we are back again in the same building, and they're booing him again. Either two things happen. Either one thing happened. That night on Raw when he won the title, the smart marks were in attendance, and tonight the smart marks returned.
Ta-da. Ta-da.
Smarks ruin everything. Damn it! They're the cancer of wrestling. They're the.
That's a little bold statement there, Steven. All right, well,
That's around the point. That's around. Sorry.
Actually, I think they're the Libras of wrestling, Steven.
You know what I mean.
Dallas is going to be a fun trip. Anyway, moving on to the first official matchup of the evening, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. Now, there's a couple of things to talk about this particular matchup. I mean, first off, the match itself given a lot of airtime. I think it took up, if not most of the first hour of Raw alone. The matchup had every sort of crazy spot you could probably think of as far as these two having. And some could see that either way, either a very good thing or a very bad thing. Later on, we did see both Sami Zayn, Miz, and Dolph Ziggler claim that they won championship matches against Kevin Owens at KO Mania for the Intercontinental Championship, and we'll set up something later down the road for that. But as far as the match itself, I thought this was a great way to kick off Monday Night Raw. I'm going to throw it over to NJ. What do you think of the opening contest between AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens?
Fantastic match. I think the WWE are doing most of the booking right towards AJ coming into the WWE. Then you've got Kevin Owens, who I think he's a great opponent and wrestler, but the roll-ups, I don't want Kevin Owens to be, he has to do roll-ups to win a match. I don't want him to be that guy that has to refer. I know it helped with Jericho and stuff, blah 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 blah, but I don't really want Owens to be, I have to win a match by rolling people up. So other than that, I'm still leaning towards, I wish there was Y to AJ. Kevin Owens, the roll-ups need to stop, but as for the Jericho and AJ feud, this did good.
Matt?
Well, I'm inclined to disagree with you there, NJ. He didn't win for roll-up on SmackDown against AJ. He won with the pop-up powerbomb. If you were to have him win with a pop-up powerbomb again on Raw, that seriously hurts AJ Styles.
Whoa, hang on. He would buy a powerbomb on SmackDown, the show that not everyone watches.
What is that? No.
SmackDown, that matters too.
It matters, NJ.
Listen.
Hey. If they show it on a recap on Raw, it matters, all right?
Yes.
So anyway, if they would have done it again, it would have hurt AJ Styles. If you do the roll-up, it's kind of a cheap victory for Kevin Owens. He still gets his victory, and everybody says, oh, well, AJ Styles still had a hell of a match. He still had a good showing. So I don't think the roll-up was the big deal here.
Okay, tensions are high. Dr. Chase.
The match itself, in-ring wise, it was a good match. Like, pretty much, like, if you like in-ring action, you're gonna like this match. To me, I just didn't like it because it felt like something I would watch on TNA, where it's like, why does this match have purpose? Why is this match taking place? This is a match that a lot of people talk about should be on pay-per-view. This is a match people would pay to see, and it's like we're getting on free TV. They're going way too damn long with this. I'm just saying to myself, like, damn, this is something I would see on TNA, and it ends in a TNA-like fashion where it's just like a boring roll-up. Wins this match after like they kick out of all their like high impact moves. Just wasn't really a fan of how long the match went, in all honesty. Like, if they would have just cut the match a little bit shorter, it would have been at least a good fan of it, because at least they're not showing too much of their spots. But hey, it is what it is. First off, though, gotta give shout outs to the chat who are here: Aisha Boss, Trey Flowers, Andy Gamer 101, and no, Andy, we are not taking calls. Brannick Haneke, Daquan Boner, Trey Flowers, Spaz Phoenix, our boy, and that's pretty much in the chat. And they're having an argument. It all started because Brandon, he's a big John Cena fan, said Raw's not the same without Cena. Trey Flowers is arguing with him about Cena being the greatest of all time, and now it's about Cena and CM Punk. They're arguing about that.
I love how the Trey rundown brings the best out of everybody.
And then Trey Flowers is and Jekyll Knight's now here. Hashtag Zack Ryder matters, and we'll get to that later. Yes.
Wait, and there's also a hashtag SmackDown Lives Matter.
Yes, SmackDown Lives Matter. Hashtag SmackDown Lives Matter by Daquan Boner.
SmackDown matters, NJ.
Hey, I'll be at
Oh,
SmackDown
and
tomorrow night. Actually.
Bob Job is also in the chat too.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Mr. In the Doghouse, Steven.
In the doghouse? What are you talking about in the dog? I'm never in the doghouse. Never once in my life have I been put in the dog, except that one
It's not,
time.
it's not what your Snapchat said, but good.
Okay, that's around the point. Okay. Overall, listen, it was probably the best match on the night. Can we all agree on that one?
Yeah, I said in ring wise, it was a good match. I'm
Period.
talking about I'm talking about storyline and development. What does this match prove?
Okay, it was a great match. Secondly,
Steven, it must be really hard to finish your sentences with Kevin Owens' cock shoved so far down your throat.
hey, it must be hard doing a show with that much alcohol. But that's around the point, though. Okay. Anywho, for secondly, remind me in Dallas to buy me that Kevin Owens shirt. I'm just saying, okay. I think at the same time, you know, it was a very good match, solid match. Yeah, the roll up and have you, I'm not really a big fan of it. Only in certain times, you know what I mean. But at a time like this, no, I get it. Jericho came out to distract AJ Styles, and so be it. But nonetheless, guys, come on, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. And I'm not just saying that because Kevin Owens did an intro for my YouTube channel.
Yeah. You know, you're not biased whatsoever about that. But hold your thoughts completely about the Intercontinental Championships because we're going to get to that in just a little bit, believe you me. And, of course, those of us listening in the chat, and, of course, listening on this playback, let us know your thoughts down below as well. Rusev versus Big E. Honestly, this was one of those matches where, on paper, really wasn't thinking much of it. But to be completely honest with you guys, I thoroughly enjoyed this matchup. If for nothing else, the outside shenanigans of both New Day and League of Nations. This matchup kind of actually, as far as I'm concerned, got me a little curious to see what the hell's going to happen with the tag team title match at WrestleMania. I'm going to throw it over to Matt first, because I know Matt's a big fan of all these people involved. So, Matt, how pumped are you for...
At first, I thought the segment was a little weak, the promo between New Day and League of Nations.
100%, man. They sound like John Cena now.
But,
shame is in your name.
There's a big old but here. As it went on, it got better, I would say. When they got to Sheamus, and they said Sheamus, like his name made fun of it, I thought that was pretty funny. The match itself was very good. We all know what's going to happen here. New Day is going to retain, and a new tag team will debut on Raw and feud with them. I think it's going to be Enzo and Kaz, but I don't know. But I definitely don't see League of Nations winning.
How you doing?
But, yeah, I liked it. I really had no problem with it. Big E is solid in the ring. He is. He's pretty solid. Rusev, just a big guy and a big guy. But, honestly, the whole point of this was New Day and League of Nations and just their awkward kind of odd chemistry together. And I don't know what kind of a match we're going to get at Mania, but I do think it's going to surprise a lot of people.
I'm right there with you. Steven.
Overall, listen, I thought the match was a solid match. I'd say I could have sworn at one time when they were giving Rusev Machka the big push, you know, to the U.S. title into burp, 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 right? I could have sworn Big E's one of the guys that Rusev squashed. Am I right on that? One of those guys, right?
I think you might be right.
Exactly. Of course I am. But again, the solid
watch out
match.
for Steven's ego over there. Jesus.
I'm kidding. Gosh. Again, I thought it was a solid match. I think Big E has potential. Eventually, when the New Day are to break up, I think, you know, there's potential there. But only time will tell.
All right, Dr. Chase, prescribe us some truth.
I like Big E and Rusev. The opening segment promo, dude, New Day, when they were heels and they were being funny, I felt that was more natural. When they're being babyface and trying to be funny, they sound like a John Cena promo. I'm going to be honest here. They sounded like, that's something I would hear Cena come out and say, like, Rusev, I'm glad that you put on those boots because now I don't want to smell your smelly feet. And then I'm like, oh my God, dude, this is something like John Cena would throw out there. So it was just a whatever opening promo. But Rusev, Big E, solid matchup. I wish this was a bigger match because I'm a fan of both of these guys. Rusev and Big E are both good talents, being underutilized in the WWE. Hopefully they get single pushes soon. But I'm in disagreement. I think the New Day are actually going to lose the tag team titles here. I mean, everything's kind of against them to kind of lose the tag team titles at Mania because the League of Nations already lost twice to the New Day. So I'm thinking that they might want to swerve us. And plus, you can't have too many baby faces go over at WrestleMania. So I think that
League of
the
Booty.
the League of Booty. I think the League of Booty is gonna go over here.
Wait, can I just say something? So Bootio's cereal, is that pretty much like a rim job in a cereal box?
No, I don't know what it is.
Pretty
I know. I
much.
just know it's a box.
It's
You're
something that General
you're
Mills.
eating Bootio's cereal.
They make
So-
sure
It's
to
balanced
see what ain't
breakfast.
booty.
Supposedly the prize and sign is a shot of penicillin.
Supposedly, General Mills is in talks of making the box for on sale in the supermarkets everywhere. From what
Eat
I
the
know.
booty like groceries.
Eating the
Just
booty
saying.
like groceries. That's right.
NJ, throw it over to you.
Look at it.
One more time you do that, and I'll kick you. It's on my channel now, so I can do that.
Oh.
I am God.
As much as the outside members were needed, I thought that Rusev and Big E put on a good big versus big guy match. I was entertained by it. I liked it, especially when Big E had Rusev on his shoulders. Good spot there. So, match-wise, great. Prediction-wise, I still think that New Day are going to retain due to probably the decline of League of Nations after Mania.
Fair enough. Now, there's a couple of things on this show. Now, because of the interest of time and because we're obviously on a generous host's channel this time around, there's a couple of things on Raw that I'm just basically going to plain out skip. Because
Gloss over. That's what it is.
because pretty much I'll give summarization points, but there really wasn't anything true substance to this. The first and foremost is, of course, Big Show cutting his promo out in the middle of the ring, where he basically talks about winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal a second time, only to be attacked by the Social Outcasts, only to be saved by Kane, only to have Kane choke slam him off of the top rope, which was really the middle rope. Anyway, just a promotional plug for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Chris Jericho against Fandango. Okay. The only thing we can pretty much get out of that is the fact that Chris Jericho has been challenged by AJ Styles to another match at WrestleMania. As of right now, we don't know if that's going to happen.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, we don't think that's really not going to happen. So, again, nothing really of substance to the match other than that Styles has now officially challenged Jericho at WrestleMania. Now, this is where things get interesting, and I thought this is probably the funniest moment of the entire night, is when Kevin Owens made his triple threat match where the winner would face him for the IC title at WrestleMania. Having him call the match and introduce people was, I thought, absolutely hilarious because he just swerved you every single time. You thought it was going to be Zayn, Ziggler, and Miz, but in truth it was Stardust, Sin Cara, and Zack Ryder. As the match progresses, Ziggler, Zayn, and The Miz come out and confront Owens, only to have all six men gang up on Kevin Owens, and Stephanie, out of a fit of rage, decides to make this match a 7-way ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Stardust, Sin Cara, Zack Ryder, Dolph Ziggler, Matt's favorite, The Miz, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Mr. Kevin Owens worshiper, Steven. S.O. Steven Owens.
S. Excuse me.
S.O.
HS
More like
is short, but that's around the point.
More like S.O.S. Go ahead.
Overall, listen, we've been hearing these rumors for a while now. They might do a multi-man match for the Intercontinental title. I hope it doesn't open. I mean, then again, honestly, should it open the show? On all honesty,
Should this match
Yes.
open the show?
yeah. Why not? Get people excited, amped up. Give Kevin Owens a special entrance. You know what I mean? Happy. I don't know. I'm just thinking out there, but I thought it was funny though. He came out there. Everyone thought we're gonna see Miz, and Zayn, and Ziggler. I know. I hate Ziggler too, man. I know. I hate him too.
No, he doesn't.
I do. And again, when I heard that triple threat, okay, they're gonna give the win to Sami Zayn, right? I think all of us thought that for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and we were wrong. They had brought out Sin Cara, they brought out Stardust and Zack Ryder in Philadelphia. They brought him back from NXT for one night only, and yeah, and in disqualification. Who would have thought that a triple threat match could end in a DQ? I always thought these 3-ways and 4-ways were always a no DQ match.
Miracles can happen in Philly.
I know, right? Fucking you a Philly cheesesteak now, great.
NJ.
But Kevin
Okay.
Owens will win. Kevin Owens will retain. And hashtag and still.
I know they're building up Mania, but I'm glad how much spotlight Kevin Owens is getting, which is still going to my statement that I'm hoping this is going to be Kevin Owens' year. As for the WrestleMania match, I think the fans are going to have only limited people there actually watching the match for, and Ziggler getting a match even though he lost to Triple H last week. I just thought that was going to be the end of Ziggler, but I guess you got this, and the Ziggler fans are going to be happy. But I'm not, no.
Dr. Chase, I need an enema.
I liked the segment. I thought it was pretty funny. I liked how when he was saying Sin Cara's name, he was about to say Sami Zayn, but he said Sin Cara. It was a good little segment. I just don't like WWE Kevin Owens as much as I like NXT Kevin Owens, because NXT Kevin Owens was a big bully. Like, this is something that I would love NXT Kevin Owens to do, but this, I don't know, just not consistent with Kevin Owens' character, in my opinion. As for the ladder match, I don't give a fuck, really, to be honest. It's going to be a fun match. Zack Ryder getting a WrestleMania payout. The chat is all showing love to Zack Ryder. They're very happy for the man. He's not only hitting Emma, but he's going to get a WrestleMania payout. Good for Zack Ryder. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. So, chat's going crazy from Zack Ryder. They're happy for Zack Ryder.
Let's all be honest here, okay? I think we can all agree here, around the table here, we can all agree, and those people in the chat, those of you who are cheering for Zack Ryder right now, you all know deep down in your conscience, in your heart, you know the reason why he's there in the match to take that huge ladder bump.
Who cares? Zack Ryder made it, dude. That's all that matters.
I know,
that's
right?
all that matters.
He made it. He made it.
So funny enough, Zack Ryder said this in an interview. I just watched it right before we got on the air. He said this will be the first time that WrestleMania gets to hear his actual entrance music.
Wow.
Yeah, because remember he was part of a team and they didn't.
Oh yeah, he was part of Team Teddy and Team Tony Laurinaitis. I forgot about that. Yeah, he didn't get his entrance.
So Matt, how excited are you for Dolph Ziggler to win the Intercontinental
I was
Championship?
excited about this segment.
Matt, get
match.
the blazer. Get the blazer, Matt. Get the blazer.
No,
I'm not even get it. But Ziggler had to come out. He just had to insert his fucking stupid ass into this. I don't know why. He lost against Triple H. He's a fucking loser. There's no reason for him to even go against Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens already fucking beat Ziggler. That fucking sucked. But I don't even want to talk about that. What's kind of odd to me is, so going forward, is this going to be the new Money in the Bank ladder match stipulation? Or are we just going to have a ladder match, a multi-man ladder match at every WrestleMania for the IC title? Are we not going to have a single feud for the IC title ever again at WrestleMania? That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
if
if you think about it, maybe it's for the best, right? Because the WWE can't fucking book a mid-card feud to save their goddamn lives, so why not give everybody a fucking WrestleMania paycheck and throw them all out so they can have some fucking spots? And I guess I shouldn't complain either, because we're going to see a fucking ladder match at WrestleMania. But it kind of sucks for the fans that wanted to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in a one-on-one match. And it's funny, I was actually arguing with Zach's girlfriend about this because she really wanted to see that. And I was like, well, I feel like this might help sell out WrestleMania. And then I thought to myself, but they already sold all the tickets. Why wouldn't they go with the match that actually has a story as opposed to a match that's just thrown together just to have a fucking match? There's no story to this. Other than Kevin Owens, the Authority kind of fucked him over, and now he has to deal with a 7-man match because he's been bitching. I mean, that's why. I know what's going to happen. Sami Zayn is almost going to win. Kevin Owens is going to win. He's going to cheat Sami Zayn from winning the title, and then they're going to have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens continue to feud. But why not just have this match at WrestleMania? That's all I'm saying.
Good points. And
do you think, though, that we could see that spot? I'm sure you guys seen the GIFs on the internet over the years of one time former Kevin Steen doing the package power driver to Sami Zayn. Now, I'm not saying do the package power driver, maybe the pop-up power bomb.
Okay, that move's banned.
They're not letting
power
him do
driver's
that.
banned.
No, but
I think they'll tease. I think they'll tease it.
No, but the pop-up power bomb.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Oh yeah, of course they'll do that.
Yeah.
On top of Zack Ryder.
Probably. Oh yeah.
Hopefully on top of Ziggler. Hopefully Only they throw Ziggler off the top of the fucking ladder, nobody catches his ass.
Will Ziggler have his hair
You
braided
won't
again? I
hear
wonder.
you won't hear a fucking pin drop when that happens, except for Matt screaming his fucking head off when Ziggler gets powerbombed.
Yes! Yes! Fuck you! Like the whole time. I'm only cheering for anybody else but Ziggler. I've want fucking Zack Ryder or Sin Cara, Simbacha, Hunico to win over Ziggler.
You'll see Kevin Owens powerbomb. You'll see Kevin Owens powerbomb Ziggler through like 5 ladders. Everyone go ooh, and then like after the crowd like calms down, you'll hear Matt go kill it with fire.
Draven G says, so last week the Authority tried to keep Ziggler away from Mania, and now they just give him a title match. Huh? Which is true. It makes no sense. Like, they're like making sure Ziggler wouldn't participate at Mania, and then Stephanie's all like, well, now you get a match, a 7-way ladder match. Like, what's the point of that Ziggler shit?
Yeah, that makes
now,
sense.
what if, just hear me out here, what if this match gets turned into a 7-man ladder match, blindfold match at Mania? Just picture that. Everyone has blindfolds on in a ladder match. How great would that be?
We're going.
And it's an Inferno match, and the ropes are also on fire.
And the ladder steps are on fire as well too.
The ladder steps on fire. The ladder steps on fire.
Two things I'm gonna throw out there real quick. We got Charlotte versus Natalya. Decent matchup, but nothing really to write home about. It's just more hype up for the Divas title match at WrestleMania.
They're not doing a good job at hyping up this triple threat at all. Like they're just missing so many opportunities for this match. It's like,
yeah. Bubba Ray versus R-Truth, also known as former TNA champion versus former TNA champion. We pretty much all know how that went.
Poor K-Quick. Poor K-Quick.
Get rowdy. Rowdy. All right, here comes the big one we're going to talk about now. Vince McMahon making an announcement in regards to the Hell in a Cell match. Now, this one's still kind of...
Wait, you forgot about somebody.
What?
Dean Ambrose.
He's getting to that later. He's getting to that later. Come on, you're rusty from the post-Raw rundown, Matt. Come on.
You think I'm going to glaze over him interacting with one of my favorite wrestlers of all time? All right,
better not.
So, Vince McMahon makes his official announcement regarding the stipulation of the Hell in a Cell match between Shane and Undertaker. Now, here's the thing I'm a little fuzzy about, because the way it was phrased, the way it was worded, I can't quite truly wrap my head around it. So, according to Vince McMahon, if Undertaker is to lose, this will be his last WrestleMania. Now, that was his words verbatim. The question I have is, does he mean last WrestleMania only, or do we officially all think this is his retirement, that he's done?
I think he'd be done with this.
With that being said, does this now change the scope of the WrestleMania match? While I go to grab a quick drink, I'm going to let Matt kick this one off first. Matt.
Ooh, okay. This is going to be interesting. So essentially, it would be Undertaker retiring. I think we can all kind of agree. I don't think it's a random.
I don't think the old man Taker retiring.
I think this means he would retire if he were to lose. But what's odd about this is I don't see Shane losing this match. I don't see them building up to just Vince still having control of the WWE. Why would you do that? I think they really want to shake things up. They wouldn't really, but, give us the impression that Shane is actually in control of Raw. They're going to want to shake things up, and I think Shane is going to win this match, and he's going to gain control of Raw. Now, there was a rumor going around that Undertaker would potentially lay down for Shane at the end of the match. I don't see that happen at all. Now, here's the interesting caveat to this. He said it would be Undertaker's last WrestleMania. So if we don't all agree that it's a full-on retirement, it could be that he's not allowed to wrestle at WrestleMania anymore. And he could very well wrestle on other Big Four pay-per-views. So you could very well lead up to a Sting versus Undertaker SummerSlam or Survivor Series match, potentially from this. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen, but I think either way, Shane McMahon is going to win. By hook or by crook, I don't know how exactly it's going to happen, but Shane will win this match.
Dr. Chase.
I don't think Undertaker's retiring. I think Shane's going to lose this match. He's only here for a one-off. I don't think they're going to keep him long-term within WWE. And if they do continue it, they'll end it at the next event and stuff like that. But I see Old Man Taker prevailing. You know, I don't see Undertaker's career ending by Shane McMahon. But it does give me torn because I am interested to see how WWE would fuck up Shane McMahon in Power with their booking. You know, everyone will think, "Oh, this is great. Shane's actually in control," and it's like, what? Whose phone is that going off in the background? It's really pissing me off. All the emails and stuff that's going on. Someone's phone's going off.
I think we know who the answer is.
Steven, can you turn off your phone? You make us turn off everything.
Dude, my phone's right here. Not even buzzing. If it was,
whose phone's going off? The delete.
It doesn't make that noise anyway. Mine makes the.
Mine's always muted.
Mine's muted too. Look at this. To show you I'm not even bullshit, look at this. Muted.
So who is it? Who is it with the phone? It's really
apologize.
I'm not apologizing. You always make noises, though. So I'm not going to apologize. Right? If it's not you smucking on food or something, you're always making noises in the background.
We'll continue, Chase.
But that just bugged me.
It's the anonymous Raw general manager.
Yeah, he's trying to tell me to stop doing this or something. No, he's like saying, stop watching wrestling. That's what he's trying to send me. He's all like, I book better shit, which is sad, but true. I enjoyed more of the anonymous Raw crap than this crap. So, yeah, like in all honesty, I don't see Old Man Taker losing this match. Old Man Taker's here to stay, man. I need more I don't give a fuck Taker. I love this guy. He's great.
Steven, do you think Dead Man's done?
I'll say this. Honestly, with the video packet that they played today, they had Foley, they had Cena, they had Jericho, and Jericho said, it's a main event, Honestly, a part of me feels that this match will go on last. And if they do, so be it. I'm open to it.
Yeah, you guys will get to celebrate Old Man Taker.
It's probably the best decision because if you have Roman Reigns win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and everyone boos him out of the building, that's not how you want to end a WrestleMania.
Hey, I'll celebrate. I'll be, he did it. My boy.
You'll be that one guy. You'll be like 15 guys out of 100,000.
I think there's gonna be more than that. I think there's gonna be more Reigns.
Matt, I'll probably.
You're right. They'll be like
Matt,
20.
Matt, you and Dallas after a couple of drinks, you eat your Roman Reigns.
I'm not.
It's
like putting a tranny in front of me and saying, "Here's a few drinks. You'll go have sex with that tranny." No, after a few drinks, I'm not going to want the cock fist in me. All right.
After a few drinks, you'll be cheering for Dolph Ziggler. You don't even know the difference.
Oh, fuck you, Steven.
I'll buy him a Dolph Ziggler.
I'm offended by you saying Ziggler's name in a positive connotation.
I'm gonna try to sneak you to his access line.
If he's there, I'm not talking to him. If he gets in my face, I'm kick him in his nuts. I'm gonna like Undertaker style.
I'm gonna roundhouse his ass.
You don't know yet,
I don't know if you feel it though. I don't know if he has.
But at the same time, though, if we can be serious for a moment, to me, this match should, in a way, it should go last. With the ramification, with the stipulation, the control of the WWE, fuck it, put it last at WrestleMania 32 in Dallas.
NJ, what do you think?
I see Taker winning because he's meant to be Vince's guy, the one that's going to save the WWE for Vince. At the same time, the big reaction that Shane gets, the likeable character he is, going into the new WWE calendar, shall we say, or the next chapter, I think having Shane around would do good for the upcoming events. So I think that Shane will win, but because Shane's in charge, what stops him bringing Taker back for his booking and his ideas going to next year's Mania? So I'm going to say Shane to win, but Taker will still be around.
Interesting. All right, Shane to win, but Taker's okay. So the last thing I want to do before we wrap up here on this Raw is talk about the main event. Now, beforehand, we did see Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose was slated to go one-on-one with Braun Strowman in the main event. But beforehand, we did see another round of positive encouragement from to Dean Ambrose from none other than hardcore legend himself, Terry motherfucking Funk. God, I love Terry Funk. God bless that crazy bastard.
Amazing. I met him.
Now. Here's the thing, though. The main event of Raw was Dean Ambrose versus Braun Strowman. Ends in a DQ, and just leaves you
in Philadelphia.
And it's just it was just such a fucking weird ending to Raw. Like it was just so off on so many levels. Like Steven, I'm gonna throw it to you first. Like it just, I don't know. This
I
Raw
mean,
felt that ending
why
was
would you
nothing.
have him? Why would you have him? Why would you have a DQ finish in Philadelphia? Of all places of the country, Philadelphia, home of ECW, in front of Paul Heyman, and on the commentary, by the way. Um, After you give Dean Ambrose Chainsaw Charlie, right? So you go from the barbed wire baseball bat to Chainsaw Charlie. What? I mean, are we gonna see Sandman next week? Give him the fucking give him the fucking kendo stick. I don't know,
And yeah, good
but
enough. Kidding at this point.
I thought again it was just a random finish that didn't make sense.
NJ, how about you? You look like you're smiling from ear to ear over there.
Yeah, I'm starting to like. I thought it's being forced. They're trying to make us. They're trying to spotlight Ambrose more by having legends suddenly start coming in to spotlight Ambrose, make him seem like a big deal, make him seem important. Because, like I said, it's only been recent that seems to be more involved or starting to have some spotlight on him. So for him to go against one of the Wyatt family members didn't really. It was nice to see the Wyatt family on Raw finally, or on this Raw, but it's not really advanced much thought going into the match against Lesnar.
Matt, you look so enthusiastic over there.
Okay, a little kid in me was like freaking out when I saw Terry Funk, aka Chainsaw Charlie, giving
Yeah,
Dean
yeah.
Ambrose a fucking chainsaw. That was awesome. Now, is he going to use the chainsaw? I think he will, but I think it's going to be a spot where he's going to turn it on and then like hit something, but obviously miss, of course, because he's not going to actually hit.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Brock.
Holy fucking shit.
This isn't
That's just like-
CZW, Chase. But it has me thinking,
Could be a
right?
rubber chainsaw, man. Could be a rubber chainsaw. You never know.
It has me thinking. I wonder if next week on Raw, somebody's going to present Brock Lesnar with a weapon. And if they do, I think there's only one weapon they could give Brock Lesnar to where he could actually win. And that is day-old bread from Jimmy John's.
Yeah, I might be working at Jimmy John's. I can't be insulting them.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but Jimmy John's will sell you day-old stale bread for 50 cents. And I think this is the only weapon that Jimmy John's himself, Brock Lesnar, could use to truly defeat Dean Ambrose. I'm just saying.
You need to demonstrate that on Zach when you get the chance. Dr. Chase.
Oh, man, dude. I don't know what WWE's doing to me. I think they're driving me insane. They had the Care Bear main event Monday Night Raw for the second time in 2016. I don't know what you see in this fucker, Vince. I honestly do not know what you see in this guy. Like, why? And all these fuckers trying to tell me Dean Ambrose is over. Dean Ambrose is a hot guy. Well, if he was so over and so fucking hot, he would have at least tried to get the Philadelphia crowd involved in this match, and they weren't involved. They were bored out of their fucking minds. They were even chanting, "This is boring."
To be fair, the majority of Raw was kind of bad. So
yes, it was a terrible episode of Raw. We will not stray away from that fact. But why is the Care Bear getting love? Why is this hugging doof getting love on my television set? Like, seriously, the Dumbo family just need to go away. The Dumbo family just need to go away forever, repackage themselves, do something different, because I am tired of Bray Wyatt coming out there saying, blah, 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 and then fucking Care Bear talking about Kratos, God of War, trying to help him win a match against Dean fucking Ambrose out of all fucks in the world. God damn it. Like, just ridiculous. Just ridiculous, man. Like, fuck. I know Kratos isn't the God of War. God of War PS2. Fuck all you PS3, PS4, whatever. Fuck Care Bear. Fuck this ending of Raw. It was so anticlimactic, too. It was a DQ finish, and then all of a sudden, Dean Ambrose goes up to Paul Heyman's like, you see what I did there? That's what Duke Brock. It's like, the fuck are you doing, Dean? Worst ending to Raw I've ever seen, next to Tug of War last year. Terrible shit.
on that positive, happy, fun note, we want to thank you guys for tuning in right here on this post-Raw rundown. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give each one of my fellow cohorts a chance to give their final recap on closing thoughts on Raw, as well as plug their social media at the exact same time. So first and foremost, I'm going to go back over to Dr. Chase Oliver, who's been once again gracious enough a host to let us host the poster rundown here this evening on his channel. So Dr. Chase, let them know where he can give you some sweet loving and also your final thoughts on Raw.
All right, you guys can follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys like what you saw here. Normally I do videos where I'm hosting and stuff like that, but this was the post-Raw rundown, so Connor hosts it. And if you guys want to check that out on his channel, which he will plug in the end.
Cool. And Matthew.
This is Matt from In the Rope Show. Honestly, I believe that this WrestleMania will be like a WrestleMania 31. A WrestleMania with not the best build. The card itself on paper didn't look very good, but it's going to surprise a lot of people. I'm going to be positive about it. Maybe I'm a little biased here. Maybe, because I'm going to WrestleMania with Steven and Connor. But I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. And honestly, this Raw sucked. It sucked fucking ass. It was horrible. Very bad fucking show. I mean, no way, shape, or form was this a good episode of Monday Night Raw or a good build to WrestleMania. But just I need a little positivity here, guys, because we're going to WrestleMania.
You look like you're about to. You look like you're about to puke.
Oh, also I forgot to mention on my ending spiel. Breaking news from Weston. He told me that there's reports and pictures Luke Harper got injured during the dark match.
I thought you were going to say during the segment. I'm like, how did he get injured during a segment?
During the dark match, he hurt his knee and he got to be helped carried back by the Wyatts and stuff like that.
Well, like it matters, like he was going to do anything for WrestleMania.
I'm just saying, Luke Harper, he's probably out of all the Wyatt family members, I like him. I mean, the most.
Yeah,
I don't like
he's
Bray.
one of my favorites.
I actually call him by his name. The other two get fucking gimmick names like Garbage Man and Care Bear. I don't even refer to them by their WWE slave or ring names, whatever you want to call them.
And
I missed
you could check us out on In the Rope Show on YouTube. On Twitter, it's at In the Rope Show. We have an Instagram. I don't know where the fuck it is, but it exists. And yeah, thank you for having me on. This has been fun.
NJ, floor is yours.
Okay, I don't think this was a good Raw, but I will say that they had most of Raw spotlighting the guys who's going to Maine to actually have a match. So for that I give them credit. There was a lot of the Raw was boring. We'll say that it was boring. But as for when you contact me, make sure you follow the British Fist at British Fist on Twitter and subscribe to British Fist on YouTube for the big announcement coming up in a few days' time. And make sure that you check me out on Spreadshirt. We can buy a sock. I just don't care. I just don't care. Just don't care.
Buy NJ sock today. Mr. Steven.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/HeelSteven, where I finally hit 1,100 subscribers. How did I do it? I don't even know.
What
but
a
hey,
job,
I know, right? God damn it, I know, right? But yeah. Snapchat, Heel Steven, Instagram, Heel Steven, T-Mail Podcast this Wednesday, episode 139, the Express Bus edition, where we predicting WrestleMania 32 and NXT TakeOver Dallas.
Yeah.
By the way, Chase, just something funny actually for everybody here. So, you know how when you do a Hangout live and you look up and you see it going on someone's subscription feed and it chooses like a random frame to freeze upon? Yeah, did you see yours?
Oh, no, not
this
yet.
Stream? Oh, it's
hilarious.
It's quite gorgeous, really.
What is it?
It looked like Nicolas Cage getting a blowjob.
There it is. Look at that.
It's funny. A lot of my random frames when it ends, like the Q&As, all of them are like of Aisha, so they probably think it's like her channel or something like that.
Yeah, but
so.
look at that mug. It's just gorgeous. Jesus
Caught you at your best moment, dude. Caught you at your best moment.
Anyway, follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me over on YouTube, youtube.com/okayfabe. Tweet me at okayfabe. Facebook.com/okayfabe. And that's going to do it for here tonight on the Post Raw Rundown. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Thanks once again to Chase Oliver for being a gracious host. Take care, and as always, take it easy, guys.
Stuff on my channel coming soon. I gotta plug my own shit if it's gonna be on my channel. Stuff coming on my channel, live Q&As, more videos. Yeah, that's right. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all later. Peace.